On this adventure with Lukimyu, we meet a whale on the way to Indonesia. The passage gets a bit sporty. 37 knots. And it doesn't let up for days. On this double episode, we attempt an 880 nautical mile journey with our friends on Waterhorse. So this is what the doldrums look like. It's pretty well dead flat, a little tiny bit of gentle swell coming in from I don't know where. Occasionally we get 2 to 3 or 4 knots of breeze. Can't sail on that, so we're still motoring on one engine. Well, it's just after 7 o'clock in the morning and we have just spotted some whales.
Wow! Doesn't mean she's coming up.
Have a look at the size of that tree. That is the sort of thing that we've been trying to avoid running into, because that hit the boat to a huge amount of damage. That would not be good. Not good at all. I reckon we've seen 10 or 15 of those. We have rush hour. It's 7 AM, we're in the middle of nowhere, and we have 4 ships that are all popped up on AIS, and in fact visually I can see the 4 ships that are within minutes of where we are. Most traffic we've seen for a long time. We're about to go through a tropical squall. There's no avoiding it, unfortunately. It's coming right over the top, and although we're trying to get around the side, it's just not going to happen. See, the squall hasn't really improved. Our original plan was to sail from Kavieng to Biak, where we'd have to motor the majority of the way. As we encountered more and more headwinds from the west, we had to start tacking, so using the motors to motor sail allowed us to make more progress in the right direction. .45 PM. Time for a shift change. How's your shift been?
Bit eventful. Port engine's not working.
Okay, so what's the go with the engine?
Just lost all its revs. So I don't know whether it's got a filter issue, or maybe you need to check its oil, or I don't think it's out of fuel.
It's not oil. Oil won't cause that, and the oil alarm would go off.
Right, well then.
We'd be low on fuel. We could pull some gunk through or something.
It is low on fuel. It's got about a quarter of a tank left already.
Right.
We'll try putting more fuel in. Or we could just run the starboard engine up.
It's not the nicest conditions to have to top up fuel.
No. Wind's picked up a lot.
How's that?
15 to 17 knots. Just started in the last 5 minutes.
Right. Has it been raining at all?
No, I just thought it was about to. So I've moved that across.
Nothing on the radar though, is there? Look, he really can't sail any closer than 50 degrees to the wind, so without an engine running, it would add a number of days to our voyage. No fuel leak.
No?
We had a fuel leak. The water that's in the bilge would be milky.
Yeah.
And I can't see any fuel leaking from the actual fuel hoses, so. Well, that being said, we can top up the tank. We've got enough fuel to, well, we've got, just based on what we topped up that side, it leaves us at least, say, 24 litres for that one, as well as whatever was left over. So we should run through the night. So I say we do all this at 6 or 7 in the morning, and he just gets further ahead in hours.
Well, I can't see the weather anymore. Clearly we've got some additional weather at the moment because we've come up to 17 knots. But it looks like it's dropping back down again. But I've turned it around so that it's now pointing exactly where we should be going. There's enough wind to keep us in that. So,
okay, and head sail still out?
Yeah, head sail still out.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to plot our position on the chart so that we've got a manual backup record of exactly where we are. It's now Sunday the 16th. Got my coffee, got one earpiece in so I can listen to an audible book, other ears listening out if there's any sound changes or engine changes, like when the engine failed a few hours ago. And then I'll settle in for the next 4 hours. What are you doing up early? It's 3:37, you're not due up here until 4 AM.
I give up. Sleep is impossible. I've been awake the entire time. Well, it is 5:30 in the morning. Jamie's due to get up soon. Had almost no sleep because it's not so much that it's rough, it's just so loud down there. We've got 312 nautical miles left to go, which is 3 days. We are 10 nautical miles from being in Indonesian water, which will be a nice little landmark. Although we feel appalling, we are, as of about 2 minutes ago, officially in Indonesia. That's gotta be weird. Squall coming. Look at that. I can no longer get that thing to move. Oh, what the hell did you do that? Did you select it last time? Like magic.
Because I hit my head a dozen times. By this point we were absolutely over squalls.
See that? All that rain? There's all this pink stuff here. That is the best sound of the whole day, Jamie.
Single shot cafe latte for Denise on table 1.
You think he's doing that just for the camera? He doesn't. He does it every day. Engine Master Plan by Jamie Lapp.
So what I want to do this morning is I want to put 60 litres of fuel into the working starboard engine tank, and then I want to put those other two 20 litre containers, so 40 litres in the port engine. Once we've put that in, I'm going to replace both the filters in the port engine, and then we'll see how we go. Pull this in first. Pull that off. And we're off and running.
More rain ahead of us. We've dodged that, I think. We've dodged that. Got this one right ahead of us.
Alright, I need to rotate this. "34 knots. "36 knots. 37 knots. and really can't at the moment. This is all we've got.
That's all she's got.
Alright.
Well, that was a unplanned for surprise. So we thought we were getting a little bit of rain, but we didn't think we were getting a 35 knot squall. So we've reefed the main down to 2, and this is what it looks like now.
Not exactly pleasant condition.
Thought of a bright side for the squall. The boat's getting a nice wash. So's Jamie, unfortunately, and so did I. But hopefully we'll be out soon. F***ing horrible. It's raining again. Second squall of the day. The house is trashed. Sit it out again. Bacon, egg, well, ham, eggs, toast, which will be. It'll be lunch. Requires holding on to pretty much everything.
Well, that's just added some work, and bleeping that out.
Yep, more beeping. I could do more. So, having gotten through those massive squalls this morning, which were very rough, we are now 6 hours further down the track. And it is equally appalling, trying to find some good words, and relentless. So we can't really keep going the way we're going, straight down our path, because we're only doing 2.5, 3.5 knots, and at 2.5 knots we're going to run out of bloody petrol, diesel, before we get there. So we have turned slightly southwest-ish, which will head us towards main island, I should call it the mainland, where we may get some protection from the wind and waves. We don't really know. Guess wind maybe says it's a bit better that close to land. Can't see how it can be any worse. I'm going to go and try and have a nap. It seems unlikely given the roughness.
How much sleep have you had for the last?
2 hours. 24. Sucks. Balls.
Well, this is about as it gets.
Another night of absolutely no progress forward.
35 knots. We've been sliding sideways. We're surrounded by squalls. We're soaking wet. This is day 8, and we've still got 144 nautical miles to go until we can get out of the
Which was the same as about 8 hours ago. It's like 2 hours.
The conditions were taking their toll. After 150 nautical miles, we'd only made 12 nautical miles of headway. So we made a dash across a dangerous bar to get into a river and get a night's sleep. So we're anchored for the night after 8 days. Denise is just going to demonstrate on the chart exactly where we came in the last 24 hours.
So we were there at 4 AM today, and we have done this.
Can you show us fast forward?
And we've gone about. Oh.
You get to open a bottle of champagne. I'm over here.
Yeah. I don't even have the sleep. I've had
New
3
country.
hours sleep in
New
4
country.
days, 2 days.
Although we haven't actually cleared it. But...
Yeah. Ours is shredded.
Hey! We survived!
Oh my god!
It is about survival. Here's cheers!
Yes,
We survived!
we made it! Well, hang on, we got another
To here, we've survived to here.
go.
One more day
One more night.
to Indonesia.
Mm. How was your passage?
There's children here.
Okay, I'll do it again later. We are heading out of this very, very calm bay where we absolutely crashed last night. So the only thing that's going to be a little bit exciting is getting through the waves. We didn't film it on the way in last night because, well, frankly, we were ourselves. However, we'll try and capture it on the way out. It will definitely be sporty.
So we should be in. So we should be in zero depth. But we tried to go through there yesterday where it's meant to be deep, but it's not. But it's currently 11 metres. So interesting. It's out.
Just trying to make sure we get these waves face on because they're probably standing up. What do you think? 2 or 3 metres high, at least. It's hard to capture on film, but they are significant.
Waterhorse back there, bouncing up and down. Up and down they go.
Big one. Hang on. Very steep. Steep one. These two are going to be very steep. Okay. Even break. Fine. I think we're through. Depth is now 8 metres. Our waves are a lot smoother. And the wee sphincter is very tight, gotta say. There's Waterhorse in hot pursuit. Probably 50 metres behind us.
For today's magic trick, we're going to turn the French flag into Indonesian flag. So I can't sew. So the best I can do is a bit of sail repair tape along the hem, I reckon. We'll hold the hem in place.
Ta-da!
It's not pretty, but it'll get us through. I hate sewing.
Have a look at the loaf of bread that Denise just turned out. That is sensational. Have a look at this impromptu spread that Denise has put together after 10 days at sea. What do we got here?
Quiche.
Burger patty.
Pepperoni. Yep. Freshly made dukkha.
Freshly made bread.
Freshly made bread. Olive oil and a chili relish.
Awesome. Like us, Waterhorse was basically completely out of fuel. However, we had 2 25-litre containers left, so we donated one to Waterhorse.
Fuel exchange at high seas. I wouldn't bother tying.
Open or not? All good?
Success!
So this is our last less than 24 hours. I guess about 15 to 18 hours after what will have been 10 days getting into Indonesia from Papua New Guinea. And I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but it's pretty sporty out there. We've got this really rough, sharp, messy wave with almost like a prickly surface of the water we're having to bash into about 25 knots. And then hopefully we can come down the coast around to Biak and it will be a bit calmer. Morning. It's 1:45 in the morning and we are 7 or 8 nautical miles from getting into Biak. Just poured the mainsail down. We've got a lot of moonlight tonight, which will be nice, and we just need to guide our way through a bit of an outer barrier reef, drop anchor, and then we're there after what will be 11 days the last 4 of which were pretty tough. So Shay and I have just been on the radio having a few jokes about what we've been through. He's played a couple of songs, like the Final Countdown by Europe. But anyway, we're almost there.
It is 4, I don't know, actually I've got no idea what time it is. And on the 21st of December, and we've just anchored down in Baubau Harbour in Indonesia after pretty gruelling 10-day passage. No, it'll be 11 after 8:30. Still 10 days. So we're gonna go to bed. Hopefully get a little bit more sleep. There's a little bit of rolly anchorage, but hey, should be right. Yeah, sleep in it. And then hopefully get all our customs and immigration stuff done today before they close for Christmas. That's it. Shattered woman.
On the next adventure with Lukimyu, we check in
Marapa?
and reprovision in Baubau. I get a general manager to cut my hair, and we celebrate Christmas with Waterhorse. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends.